You hear it, you hear it.
Sound to bar.
Then I sent the message out telling all the fiends that
Trying to make rent, I was never home. Digital skills and a second phone. Blue cheese plants on my cheddar grow. Moved a little snow, that ain't nothing but the weather cold. Hot-headed, but you better know I lead my team to the wind like Keelan to rim with that header though. I raised broke, so I really need some better goals. Instead of just dreams to share sheets with centerfolds. Still have nightmares of letting metal blow. Got a couple brothers on the wing in that Beckham roll. Guess I turned an L to a lesson, bro. Cause I lost a lot of brothers that are looking on from heaven. So I'm lucky pouring liquor as I live another episode. Lungs looking like my liver lately. But I'm in love with this loud that I'm getting though. I set pace, listen out for the metronome.
Yes, people, big up yourself and welcome back to Gav Goes In. Big up to Fitz, man, with that tune as well. Listen, that's the tune for the intro from now on. I can't even lie, man. But nah, man, big up yourself, Fitz, man. People, listen, all-time 11 from 05, Marseille. Again, this is the last team we're doing from the French league, and then we're going to be going back to the 95s, you know, and I've just got a feeling that's going to be even more difficult. But yeah, listen, these all-time 11s, you know, we have been enjoying. And again, if you guys do like, you know, running back through history as well, you know, this is in a playlist. So we've done literally all the major teams in the Premier League, all the major teams in Spain, in Italy, in Germany, and obviously now the last one for France, and we're going to be on to Marseille. So, as I said, as always, make sure, guys, when you come through, you smash that like button. Help the channel be seen by more people. Make sure you sub. Make sure you go and follow Fitz as well on his socials, which is in the description. And most importantly, guys, help us complete this lineup. Because this Marseille team, you know what? I was looking at some of the players, yeah, and I don't actually. I'm torn between: is this team better than Lyon's? And is it comparable with PSG? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure because there are some standout players there, but I'm just hoping I'm not missing any players, put it that way. But we'll wait and see, man. But Fitz, bro, how you been anyway?
Yeah, man, same old same, innit? Same old same. Just getting through. What about yourself?
Yeah, man, all good, all good. Finally got my car back yesterday as well, man. Yeah, I had to pay some big money, man. You know, paying cash, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was crying all the way to the bank, man. And I left that, bro. It was hurting my eyes, man, just seeing the cash I had to pay over in it to try and escape that VAT rubbish, you know. But and then you know what happens? I get there, yeah, and you know, opening my big mouth, flipping, telling the guys their new battery in the whip, and then he says to me, "Oh, we forgot to charge you for that." So now I've got to pay an extra bit of money now to get for the new battery. Oh, I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, why me? But listen, the car's back now, man. I just got to block out all this noise and just keep it moving, innit? But yeah, man, it's been long back the car, man. I've been lost, can't even lie. But no, other than that, bro, man, all good, all good. Obviously transfers are starting to take shape. You know, I've seen some news today as well about United being back in for Baleba as well. You know, I'm still hopeful of Camavinga, you know, but yeah, man, literally, it's been decent, man. I can't even lie, but yeah, obviously back on air, man, as usual, you know.
Just before we get into this, the one thing I will say on that, like us, like going back in for Baleba, that tells me that Camavinga's agent said it doesn't look like for lads, you know what I mean, like. For me, it's been like we've been waiting for that. We've been hoping. We was probably relying on Rodrigo in there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
well, yeah, exactly.
So, and with that not panning out now, they're probably panicking a bit. And this is what I said though a couple of weeks back. I feel like we're putting all our eggs in the Camavinga basket, And if we can't get Camavinga, we'll turn around and get like a Baleba and fucking act like he's the blockbuster signing when it's not. He's the backup. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like I say, I'd be happy with Baleba, but is like I say, it's not really not my first pick anyway, innit?
Yeah, I mean, Rodri going to Barcelona, man. To be honest with you, it's ideal for him. I always said he should go Barca ahead of Real Madrid. But
Yeah,
does that mean now that because there's no midfielder at the moment, that Camavinga they might keep him there? The only thing I would say, yeah, is that there's been a bid today rejected for Rodri from Barca. I actually think Real Madrid are not gonna be patient or allow, the national team captain to go to their rivals. And I reckon in the last week of the window, I reckon they splash out on someone big. And then I think that could be the gateway for Camavinga to go. But at this moment in time, yeah, literally, I don't know what's going on, man. And I'm just bored of thinking about what it could be in it. So
I'll tell you the truth. The one thing that I'm thankful of is the fact that like we were looking at Camavinga, hoping Rodri's gonna go Madrid. Yeah, I'm just thankful that because he's more looking like he's going towards Barca now. I'm just thankful we're not going back to this Frankie De Jong nonsense.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's injured anyway. So
Nah, I hear, but you know, the rumor mill will fucking be going back around fucking instantly if there was even a slight interest there, which thankfully there isn't. That shit's died now. But
yeah. But I mean, I think that was only there because of Ten Hag, though, isn't it? I think as well. So
no, because it actually outlived Ten Hag. That I swear, we were after De Jong before Ten Hag got there.
Yeah.
I swear, and I swear I vaguely remember fucking.
Who was there before Ten Hag? Though? Was it Mourinho? No,
it was wait, Solskjaer.
Big up to all the mods as well. Big up yourselves. Big up.
I think he come after Ragnick, didn't he? Pretty
Probably.
sure Ten Hag come after Ragnick. Cristiano, I remember Cristiano having a problem with Rolf and fucking Ten Hag. You know what I mean? Because he came under Solskjaer, had a problem with Rolf, and then he had a problem with Ten Hag and left, innit?
Yeah, because Rangnick was the interim, but he was interim, innit? And then that's when they went and got Ten Hag, I believe. Yeah, so sorry, when it Rangnick and then Carrick was interim. I swear it was something like that. No?
I think he was, but I didn't class fucking Carrick's time as that, innit? One sec. Wait, so it was Carrick and Ragnick, then it was Ten Hag, then Van Nistelrooy, then fucking Amorim. But again, I don't class Rude as the man, like an ex-manager neither, you know what I mean? Then interims, it's like Giggs. Giggs was technically an interim after Moyes, but does anyone class Giggs? You know what I mean?
Not really.
So for me, I can't class them interim fucking phases real managers. I classed Rolf Ragnick because obviously he was part of the club beforehand and then just became manager and then ended up fucking off completely when he realized how deep in the shit we were in it.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, I want De Jong was a midfielder that I'd love Man United to sign, but he was never interested in leaving Barca, man. We're just getting strung along, you know what I mean? And I think to me that's well and truly dead now, isn't it? I think De Jong's probably like late 20s now as well. So he's gonna cost too much money. He's on too much money, and he's injury prone. So it's just not gonna happen, isn't it? So.
But that's what I'm saying. People could say a lot of the same things about Camavinga, other than
bro. Let's not do that. Come on, we gotta keep the wave going, man. Come on. He's 23 as well. So
Tuesday. There is a lot more upside to Camavinga than there is De Jong. Anyway.
I don't want to entertain none of this rubbish about Camavinga's injury prone, man, because it's just gonna just get this interest die down, you know. But no, listen, let's just see what happens, innit? Because I've always said, left-footed midfielder, central midfielder, but Camavinga, Baleba, Adam Wharton. If Man United get any of them free, I'll be content purely because they're left-footed. because I don't think anyone really is that too interested about having a left-footed central midfielder. I think it's so important, you know, and there's so many obvious examples of why it is as well. So yeah, let's see what happens. But listen, let's get on to this all-time 11. And someone's asked, what's your name? Boy, I mean, it's in the on the screen, man. GavGoesIn. So if it's your first time on there, man, big up yourself. I know. I didn't really want to say that, but yeah, the channel's called GavGoesIn. So as I said, yeah, if it's your first time on there, then yeah, make sure you give me a subscribe and check out all the other content as well. And yeah, smash that like button.
Man up there, his name's GavGo.
Yeah, listen, man. I mean, we do try our best to put it on screen, but I don't know, man. Some different people out here, but it is what it is. But guys, listen, we are going to get into the team. So again, Marseille's all-time 11 from 2005. I'm thinking, yeah, for the formation, I'm thinking of a 4-2-3-1.
Well, I'm very intrigued because one sec, let me just block off everything out. You see that? Right back, left back. There's not a single name.
Well, I'm glad you said that, yeah. I'm glad you said that because let me see my list because this is where I was struggling. But I think there might have been one player, if I remember. Yeah, there's one player that possibly could get in there. But it's not great, is it? It's not great.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. For me, I was
Bro,
more
to be fair, the whole defense is shit, really.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. For me, like looking at the names you've got there, centre back, I'm thinking 3 at the back.
Yeah.
1 in midfield, 2 wingers, 2 10s, and 2 strikers.
Yeah, let's go for it. Because I just looked at the centre backs, yeah, and I'm thinking I've got 4 names, by the way.
That's what I'm saying, bro. 3 at the back, innit? Fuck it.
Yeah, 100. Let's do the 3 at the back because I didn't realize how poor the defense really is.
Yeah. But luckily though, they have got a good goalkeeper there.
Yeah. So what we got him 3-4-2-1.
Now I'd go 3-1-4-2.
3-1-4-2.
But if you want one at the top and go with 2 centre mids, I'm happy to do that as well.
Yeah, I think that'd be better probably.
Yeah.
So 3-1-4-2. No, that would be
or 3-2-4-1.
3-2-4-1. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, 3-2-4-1.
Yeah.
And they got two central 10s. All right, cool. So let's get on to the goalkeepers, yeah. And guys, make sure you let us know in the chat as well what players should get in. I've got 3 goalkeepers in there. One of them's just recently gone to Manchester City, or he's gone back to Manchester City. But for me, it's between 2 keepers, Fabian Barthez or Steve Mandanda. Fitz, who you going with?
I'm going with Fabian.
Bro, I was going with Mandanda.
Is it?
Yeah, I think Mandanda, I'm going with him because longevity. I think he was anything that Marseille done well, you know, he was always a constant for me, you know. And I think, did Barthez really perform at his best at Marseille? That's what I'm looking at. Because I think if we're gonna do it based off of how well they done at those clubs, I think Mandanda, for me personally, has surpassed Barthez in that sense. I think Barthez for me was probably better at United.
One sec, Gav.
Go on.
Even though this is his set, like we're talking about Barthez in his second stint at Marseille with this, yeah.
Go on.
But he did win the Champions League in 92-93 with him.
Who? Barthez?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Check Bartez's trophies, bro. World Cup, a Euro, Confederations Cup. Then at club, he's got a Champions League, 2 Prems, fucking 2 League Uns with Monaco, fucking the Yashin Award for fucking World Cup best goalkeeper, fucking League One goalkeeper of the year, fucking PFA team of the year.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Yeah, you did.
He's got
I
credentials.
never knew that.
But like I say, I think this is his second stint at Marseille, innit? But
Oh, you know another thing as well, yeah? Barthez is the youngest goalkeeper to win a Champions League.
bro, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I didn't
Fabian's
even
the
know
guy,
that.
you know? When we signed it, because I remember when we signed him, like fucking like obviously my dad's mates and my dad and that talking about him and talking about how fucking his quality, you know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
obviously because fucking 92, 93, bit too fucking young for that to really take it in, and I'd be disingenuous to say that I remember any of that shit, but I know my history in it. Obviously, fucking know. I just remember when we were signing him, the buzz around people, like it wasn't like, it felt like at the time this could be Schmeichel's replacement. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that's how it genuinely felt, like he could be the new main guy for us. Obviously, he's a little bit too eccentric for our fan base, in it. One too many mistakes in one too many big games, but fucking
Yeah.
yeah, man. For me, Fabian Barthez, I remember how much everyone was gassed about him when we signed him because he'd looked a quality keeper for a while, and you know what I mean. So yeah, for me, I've got to go Barthez. I've got to.
No, do you know what? I hear it, yeah. I'm just looking through Mandanda's I mean he won a World Cup, but he wasn't the number one. Nations League again, he weren't number one. But he's won a Liga, 3 and 5 French Cups. He won Liga Goalkeeper of the Year a record 5 times.
Yeah.
He's recognized as one of the best goalkeepers in French football history. Yeah, do you know what? I'm comfortable to concede, man, because Mandanda was good, but I think the fact that he wasn't the number one really consistently for France, I think that's probably what goes against him. Whereas we can clearly say that Barthez again was, because bro, wasn't Barthez in goal when they won the World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes in, man. I think. You know what? I take it back, man. I don't know what I've been drinking today, man. It can't be Mandanda. Let's be honest. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being difficult today, you know. But
No,
yeah,
you know what it is, because obviously, like you say, fucking this time period, Mandanda probably did have the bigger impact. Because bear in mind, bro was the youngest keeper to win a Champions League in 92, 93. We're talking
21, yeah.
05 onwards. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, my
Yeah.
man's fucking is mid fucking 30-ish at this point. So obviously, definitely on the back end of his career, but
Yeah.
fucking hell, certain positions, like it's him. You know what I mean? It's like having
Yeah,
both
no,
unavailable.
the thing is, I look back now and I think, yeah, it has to be him, because I just remember Mandanda being ever present for Marseille, innit? But when you think that Mandanda was never really a number one for France, and I mean, yeah, 1 Liga. I mean, is that really enough for him to be ahead of Barthez? Because again, Champions League just kind of eliminates Liga.
Yeah.
Youngest goalkeeper. Yeah, I'll be honest with
The
you. I
thing
think
is,
it's pretty
with
straightforward.
Barthez has won 2 League Ons, but obviously it's before fucking 05.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He won them like
yeah,
fucking what? One second, let me just see what years he was. So he won 96, 97, and 99, 2000, didn't it? But it's still, my man's already got 2 of them. You know what I mean? Fucking Champions League to boot, 2 Premier League titles, World Cup, and he was the number 1. The Euros, and he was number 1. Confederations Cup, when he would have been number 1. Right?
yeah,
He was a vital part of that dominant fucking French team that won everything from like 98 to 2003. Like,
yeah.
he was the number one in it. So
He was, yeah.
it's hard to go against him, bro. And this whole ball playing fucking keepers and keepers that are good with the ball. At
He
the
was
feet.
one of the originals, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
won't happen without Barthez.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Right, let's move on to defense. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm looking at these names here, and I'm thinking. So if we're going to include the right back, left back, and the centre backs, yeah, I've got a feeling we might go exactly the same. Yeah, for defense. I want to say, yeah, and again, I think this is difficult because there's not really too many great options. But I'm thinking a back three of Gabriel Hensey on the left,
Yeah.
William Saliba in the middle,
Yeah.
and Cesar Azpilicueta on the right.
Oh, okay. I had Pavard down, to be fair.
Oh shit, Pavard didn't have an in there. All right, yeah, Pavard. Okay, because I think the list of centre backs I had here was Boubacar Kamara, obviously at Aston Villa playing in midfield. The captain now, which is Chancel Mbemba.
Yeah.
And the left backs I had Tay Taiwo. He was decent, to be fair. Nigerian fullback. Benjamin Mendy was there. And one of your favourites, Bishente Lizarazu.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
too, like, it's too late for Lizarazu at this point. Like a keeper, old keeper can still do a job, but an old outfield player for me, like, yeah. It's not the same, man.
Yeah. And in the right backs, Jonathan Klaus and Habib Bey. So again, we were really struggling for any top players. And again, these guys were good players, but I think out of all the defenses that we've done, this has to be possibly the worst.
Yeah.
In terms of numbers and quality. So it basically it's a toss between Azpilicueta and Pavard.
Yeah.
I know obviously Azpilicueta was a fullback, you know, but Pavard's naturally a centre back anyway. Azpilicueta has played part of a back three in it, so
Yeah.
I'm happy with either. Who you reckon? Azpilicueta, you want to go Pavard?
To be fair, I'm happy with Ibra. I am happy to concede on this one myself, but yeah, I had Pavard down, to be fair.
All right, what we'll do then, we'll go with Pavard because Pavard was more naturally a centre back anyway. I know obviously he played right back for France and that. So yeah, I'm happy to go with Pavard. But I think what that goes to show you, yeah, the fact that Saliba was on loan and he makes this team,
Mad.
you know, it goes to show you from this era, man, they ain't really had a great centre backs. And that's nothing on Saliba, but really and truly, man, Saliba shouldn't be making this team as a player that was on loan, if we're being deadly honest, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, let's put Pavard in there. Benjamin Pavard. So yeah, that's the back three, guys. So we've got Benjamin Pavard on the right side of the three, William Saliba in the middle, and Gabriel Hensey. Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to the midfield. Now, should we do the midfield 2 and the 10s as well?
Yeah, can do.
All right, so let's do the central midfielders first, yeah. So we've got, I'm looking at between, and it's not great reading, really, yeah. It's decent, but Lucho Gonzalez, Lassana Diarra, Vitinha, Maxime Lopez, and Adrian Rabiot. You got anyone else in there?
Nah. You actually added a name or two that I didn't have, to be fair. Like, options on this one are pretty fucking thin. Like, Marseille, I'll tell you the truth, Marseille for me only warranted being in this because they've got a 95-04 squad that's worthy.
Yeah.
So, like,
Bro, when I was going through the names, yeah, I was thinking, I'm only excited with the attackers.
Yeah. This is
Like the
what I'm
whole
saying.
back line and defense and the midfield is poor, really, when you think about it.
Yeah. Well,
Who
for
are the two
me,
names you're thinking though?
I was thinking Diarra and Vitinha.
Okay. See, I was thinking, does Rabiot get in there?
To be fair, because Vitinha is still very young, fucking red hair. You could argue maybe Rabiot and Diarra, but for
Yeah.
me, I think Vitinha is a better player.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But again, are we doing this based on their time at the club or the player they are? That's the problem. Because I'm happy to ignore that, yeah. Because this team for me at the moment is looking pretty weak.
Yeah,
And it only gets excited in the front line.
Nah, that's the thing. I feel like this one, yeah, we've got to kind of just make allowances. Like, look, bro, Saliba's made it in off a loan. You know what I mean? Like, we've just got to do what we can do with this one. I'll be honest, looking at this now, yeah, and the names that I've got down, there's two, maybe three that have got a chance of getting into a combined squad of their 95 or 14.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not good. You know what I mean? Every other one there's at least an argument. With this one, I feel like their 95 to 04 team's gonna absolutely annihilate this.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. All right, cool. Let's just put Lasana Diarra. And again, how highly did you rate Lasana Diarra?
To be fair, I rated him very highly, but
Yeah.
obviously, like you see, like I've spoke about it before, that I see shit in like kind of tiers. If Makalele is like the top fucking like defensive midfielder, Diarra, I'd probably say two categories down from Makalele, which to be fair, it's not really fucking a disrespect. You know what I mean? If anything, fucking, I might even be slightly generous, but I did.
Yeah.
I thought he was a good player, like consistent. Fucking always gave a decent performance. Engine in it, proper
Yeah.
engine.
Yeah. I thought, well, I mean, I think what stands out for me with Lasana Diarra, yeah, is that just have a look at the clubs he played for, and I think that will tell you everything of how high he was valued. I mean, the guy played for Chelsea, he was at Arsenal, Real Madrid, Marseille, and I'm pretty sure there was someone else in there as well. Let me check it, because I'm pretty sure he played for someone else. Let's check. So yeah, he played for 10 different clubs, yeah. So Chelsea, Arsenal, all the top teams. So Chelsea, Arsenal, Real Madrid, Marseille, PSG. So he's played for arguably two of the biggest teams in France. He's played for arguably the biggest team in the world, and two big teams. Well, I mean, if you want to call Arsenal a big team, in England. So again, man, I think that goes to show you, man, how good he was. And I think when you look at someone like Diarra as well, as you mentioned, like I think he was basically Makalele, but he was more talented than Makalele. You know, obviously had that stint with Portsmouth as well under Harry Redknapp. But I think in terms of the role, again, it's called the Makalele role for a reason. But he was more talented for me on the ball than Makalele. More talented.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But for me, like defensively, no one tops Makalele. Like in midfield roles, anyway. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to start going to the elite centre backs of the world to start competing with his defensive.
No, 100. Right, let's get on to this more interesting bit now, man. Yeah, because again, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we are gonna go quite similar on this, yeah. So I want to say, yeah, that we've got. So I'm looking at these four. It should be two 10s and two wingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think this front four that I've got in my head is exciting. Yeah. Now I want to just say, obviously, the players that are not making it, Mateu Valbuena. You remember him?
Yeah.
And Valbuena, to be fair, was a very good player. You know, he was a regular French international as well. You know, he was obviously part of the French team. I believe, was he in the squad that got to when Zidane done the headbutt, or was that before? When Zidane headbutted Materazzi, I feel like he was in the squad, or was
Possibly.
was that slightly after? But do you know what? He was actually and he was actually very underrated. But he doesn't make it for me. And then there's two other players that don't make it. Florian Thauvin, remember him, formerly of Newcastle. You know, I put him in the same boat as Valbuena. And the other one is Alexis Sanchez. You know, so how I'm going with this team, yeah, and this is an exciting team. The two 10s, I've got Samir Nasri and Hatem Ben Arfa.
Okay.
The two wide players.
Still.
Who?
I had
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Bro, I didn't even see Payet's name. He's hiding underneath Rabiot. Sorry, scratch that. Okay. All right, so listen, literally, what I'm looking at, yeah, we're dealing with, for me, it's between Ben Arfa and Mason Greenwood that gets eliminated. Am I right?
Yeah, because you're basically pushing Ben Arthur onto the right, innit?
Yeah, so it's either Ben Arfa or Greenwood on the right hand side for me, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the other three, Dimitri Payet, Samir Nasri, Frank Ribery.
Yeah, all day. And big shout out to Sylvain Wiltord and fucking.
Nah, get out of here, man. Wiltord, nah, I'm not having it.
Bro, Wiltord was
Wiltord.
naughty,
Nah, man, I
bro.
can't do it.
I'm telling you, man. Nah, Wiltord was naughty, man. But
bro, when it comes to these Arsenal players, man, only a few get choked, get spoken about. I'm not having Sylvain Wiltord. Sylvain Wiltord, nah, man, no way.
Sylvain Wiltord was problems, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, for his own team. Sylvain Wiltord. Oh God, man. We're really going back now, man.
Let me just pull something up.
Sylvain Wiltord. Oh God. Arsenal really in the pits of hell, man, with Sylvain Wiltord, you know.
Bro, no,
next you're gonna be telling me Christopher Ray and that.
Bro. One sec. Sylvain Wiltord, yeah? In 2002, scored the winning goal in a 1-0 victory at Old Trafford on his 100th appearance for Arsenal, clinching.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
and the double. Yeah. Then the season after, his second goal knocked us out of the fucking cup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but bro, you know why though? Yeah, you know why? Because I'm pretty sure, wasn't it a Jude Bellingham thing where he come off the bench fresh?
I think in the cup it
against
was,
tied legs, no?
But I think the cup it was, but I'm pretty certain that he started in that game at Old Trafford.
Yeah, he might have done. He might have done, to be fair. But
that's what I'm saying. I just remember he did do some sick shit on Match of the Day. I remember seeing some decent goals and some decent fun where he'd take guys on for fun. But like I say, I remember the crucial ones. Like, bro, he clinched the double for them at Old Trafford. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to give a man fucking props. Like, as much as it hurt at the time, now looking back at it, it's like, well, fucking hell, yeah, my man's part of their fucking history, like huge part.
Invincibles, yeah.
Yeah, bro. So it's like you got to, I've got to put respect on guys when it's earned. And it, like I say, I'm not kind of putting in the same bracket as Henri or Bergkamp or any of them kind of players, but I'll happily put fucking Viltard in a like with Petit, and you know what I mean. Like these men were still quality ballers. You've got to give it to them, but
Yeah.
obviously they weren't the stars of the team like that, but still give it to them.
Nah, listen, I hear it, man. I hear it. I think, you know, he wasn't my type of player that I like to watch, really. But yeah, there was games that I remember, you know, off the bench, you know, with his energy, you know, he did come up for Arsenal in certain games. And again, I remember the goal that he scored against Man United at Old Trafford. I think it's actually a good finish, you know. But yeah, no, I just think when it comes to, I think the best thing about Wiltord, yeah, what was he, a right winger or a striker?
Well,
Because
I think he was one of the first like hybrids of that. To be fair, like he was.
yeah, I'll say
him
so.
and
I'll say
Henry-
so.
Him and because basically, him and Henri were like the first two where it was like they were starting out wide, but then the fucking Wenger was put up front. I feel like because it worked well with Henri, he did it
Yeah.
with Beltard. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
again, he was able to do it, and like neither of us could actually hand on heart say, nah, he was an out and out striker or he was an out and out winger because he was a hybrid. He could do
Mm.
both. And to be fair, nowadays that happens all the time. We look at fucking all the top teams; they've all got fucking wingers for strikers now. But
Yeah.
back then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So gotta give, like I say, gotta give him props where it's due, innit? I'm not gonna be fucking bigging up fucking Martin Keown or fucking, you know what I mean? Like his levels to this Lee Dixon's not getting a
Martin
shout out
Keown.
and shit, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
good. Yeah.
Real talk,
Nah, listen, I hear it, man. I think he definitely had his uses, man. I just can't get him in there ahead of the other two
he's
for
not
me
getting in
personally,
against
man.
Ribery, that's the thing, and he can't get in against like as a 10 against the others. So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
you know what
But
I
you know
mean?
what? Just looking at Ribery, Nasri, and Dimitri Payet, yeah. I mean, that I would go along and say, yeah, as a quartet of attacking midfielders, that is probably the most talented three that we've had in one team as an attacking midfielder for one club. Because I look at the French team, obviously we was picking obviously Neymar and Messi, but in terms of just French players, all these French players played at Marseille, yeah. And again, Nasri's someone that I've actually played against, you know, as I mentioned before when I was younger, and he's the best player I've played against. You know, the guy's just mad talented. The Frank Ribery, you know, part of one half of the robbery with him and Robin. Again, number 10 by trade, but played more out wide. Guy was unbelievable. And again, Ribery in his prime, you know, was arguably top 3 best wide players in world football. And Dimitri Payet, yeah. I mean, I think the best thing to say about Dimitri Payet is that I'll go as far and say, yeah, and this people might think I'm mad for saying this, yeah. But I'll go as far and say he's probably, I want to say, yeah, he's the most talented player I've seen play in the Premier League. Of just pure talent. Like, if you don't think he's one of the most talented, yeah, then for me, he has to be, I would say, top 3. I don't think people realize how talented this guy was. Doing it for West Ham, by the way. Because this guy, yeah, he could have gone and played for anyone in the world. He could have. But again, there was obviously certain things that clubs might have seen. But he could have played for any team in the world. He was that good playing for West Ham. Bro, at West Ham, yeah, West Ham were a team that were, when he was there, I think, what, mid-table, I believe, yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, he was arguably the best player in the league at West Ham. Hands down. He was that good.
I hear it, but like even top 3 most talented, because all I'm thinking is like, right, JJ Okocha's got to be in that mix. Yeah.
Bro,
Again,
I would say Payet was as talented as a Kocher. If you want to put a Kocher in there, like I'd say Payet was as talented. I think the only reason why people probably won't think that is because obviously we watch football, so we know how good a Kocher was. A Kocher's another one that could have played really with his talent for any team in the world. Yeah. But I don't think a Kocher was doing what Payet was doing for West Ham. In a set, like Payet was every game, bro. He was scoring, assisting, or he was just the best player on the pitch against anyone. He was that good. I remember when he packed out United with that free kick.
yeah,
Bro, he had no right to score from there, by the way. No right.
yeah, 100. Like, no,
So
not disputing that he's like ridiculous natural talent, but
yeah.
big statement.
All right, who would you say then, apart from a Kocher, is more naturally talented than Payet?
So you're not throwing Hazard in the mix, no?
Bro, he's as talented as Hazard. That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. He's as talented as Hazard. Like
I
this
hear
guy
it.
was a joke. I'm telling you.
I hear it. Like I say, it's just it's a big statement. Like fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Especially, like I say, fucking. I'm just thinking in my head like some like fucking even just down to shit like Dennis Bergkamp as a natural talent.
But I knew you'd bring in Bergkamp, yeah. But what I would say, yeah, with Bergkamp and Payet, and again, it's not a diss on Bergkamp, but Bergkamp to me was more. Don't get me wrong, he was technically gifted, yeah. But I think Bergkamp's game was probably a bit more on the physical side as well. Because I think people don't actually deep how strong a player Bergkamp was. 6'4", you know what I'm trying to say. Whereas Payet's one, yeah, you see Payet was out of shape most of the time. Yeah. But you see what I mean? But bro, this guy was so like he was so good, yeah. It's like he clearly shouldn't have been playing for West Ham. He clearly shouldn't have been playing for them. This was a guy that was a Barcelona, Real Madrid, you know, type of player playing for West Ham. I haven't seen too many players playing for lower teams that should be doing that. The only one that goes to mind was a Carlos Tevez. But I actually think Payet was better for West Ham than what Tevez was at West Ham. He was that good.
Tevez kept them up, didn't he?
I hear it. But Payet done, yeah. I mean, could Payet have kept West Ham up the way Tevez did it? I mean, I think it's a different conversation. But in terms of, because I'm just talking about pure ability, yeah, he's one of the most talented players I've seen in the Premier League. And again, I'd put him in the bracket of a Paul Pogba as well. In terms of natural talent, this guy was an absolute joke because he should have been the one really that took over from Zidane. It should have been him.
I hear it. Yeah, he just didn't have the discipline to really follow through with it, did it?
As we know with many of them. But yeah, he was that good for me, man. Again, he might be a mad shout, but I think, yeah, when I watched him, yeah, he was an absolute joke, man. An absolute joke. So he's in there easily for me. I think out of all the players there, he's the easiest pick. Payet. All right, well, right wing, man. I got a feeling I know who you're leaning towards. Yeah. I got a feeling that you're leaning more towards Ben Arthur.
I'll tell you the truth. I'm leaning more towards Greenwood.
Bro, thank God, because I was.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like obviously.
Yeah, I was as well. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I was speaking about this to my brethren the other day. She was having a conversation about Gets in it, and obviously it's basically been cancelled now in it because obviously the situation.
Oh yeah, they run someone over.
Kind of like, I was saying like as fucked up as things are, like people do make mistakes. You get me? And like for people to stop playing his music, full stop. Like, bro, you go out to a fucking an R&B night. Tell me you don't hear Bump and Grind or fucking like, bro. R. Kelly's still getting thumped. You know what I'm saying? He did it, and fucking R. Kelly satisfy you. Still gets banged out. You got Diddy and Kells on one record and they're still thumping it. Like, yo, throw some gets. Fuck this. What we doing, man? But like, yeah, like people obviously people make fucking mistakes in it, and some mistakes are massive, some mistakes are small. End of the day, though, fucking like we're talking football ability, you know what I mean? And Mason Greenwood, we all saw him as the future. We all thought this guy is going to be the guy, and if it wasn't for personal fucking issues and off-field issues, he would have been. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, man. Like you can't take away a man's talent because they've made mistakes, innit? End of the day, fucking as bad as situations are off the field, like Ryan Giggs still gets in my United team. It doesn't matter what a twat he is, he still gets in because of what he did on a fucking football pitch. You get me? So yeah, for me, it's got to be Mason Greenwood. Just
bro. Listen, Greenwood for me, man. It still pisses me off that this guy's not at Man United still, because this guy was a genuine bad boy, you know. And just going back to R. Kelly, man, we can't be forgetting Fiesta, by the way, you know, Fiesta remix. Listen,
bro, fucking when a woman's fed up, still slaps. I can't lie.
Hey, listen, now we're talking. Now we're talking. You know what? You know when I first come across that tune now, yeah. You remember Samuel Jackson in Shaft?
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Bro,
don't forget, man. I'm gonna put it on when I finish, to be fair, man.
Bro, bangers, but this is what I'm saying though, bro. Like fucking all this shit's still getting thumped. No one gives a fuck, but you want to cancel someone over a roadside accident, but you don't want to cancel fucking cats and knobs. But you know what? I cancel people that are really wrong out here. Like, nah, it's up, man. Like I say, all these drill rappers out here catching bodies and recording from the wing and coming out and fucking talking about the crime they committed. Them man are still getting played. So I'm like, this whole fucking cancelling people for because it's convenient, innit? For me, the whole thing we get is the cancelling him because he was too powerful as an independent artist. I remember his last release, bro. Man shut down London in a whole ends and brought a tank on the road. A whole tank. You get me? As an independent artist, they don't want that. That's way too powerful. What do you mean you can do that in the capital? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nah. Shut this brother down fast.
And you're black as well?
You get me? Bro, nah, it's not happening. Andy was an ex-convict anyway, man. Had turned his life around and fucking became basically fucking set for life on this music thing. You get me? Bro, they didn't want to see my man fucking prosper. But again, they'll let R. Kelly's music get thumped. They'll all fucking still talk about Diddy non-stop. But yeah, you say gets one time, you'll get in trouble. It's like, nah, fuck this. It's mad. But like I say, the same thing applies for Greenwood. Like how many footballers have been done for fucking serious things? A man overlooked that shit. You know what I mean? People forget that Cristiano had allegations. People forget that, you know what I mean? Robinho. Bro, there's a lot of fuckery in the world of football, but that's off the field, isn't it? You've got to give him props where it's due. On the field, my man's a baller, innit? I'm not signing because of what he does with his missus. I'm signing him on what he does with a football.
Yeah, no, it's true, man. I think all those things get put to the side personally. You know, let's just focus on the football because I'll be honest with you, yeah. If we was to find out what a lot of these footballers are doing, you know, you'd be hating everyone because a lot of these footballers that are playing today, you know, they've all got skeletons in their closet, man. I guarantee you, a lot of them. So it's only what's being reported
across all boards. It's like when you do it with like I say, with a singer or a rapper or an actor or whatever profession it is that they're trying to cancel someone from. If you actually look at it properly, all the people that are involved in that industry are on some kind of fuckery. You know what I mean? They aren't getting cancelled. You gotta start thinking, well, realistically, fucking hell. Like my man's, like I've said it before jokingly, my man's still with the girl and got a kid with her. Happy. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking if she's forgiving him, the fuck is everybody else in their feelings about? You know what I'm saying?
But we know how it works, innit? You know what I mean? People just want to have something to say, innit? That's all it is. You know, and going back to that, like I remember, like it's what's being reported as well, because I guarantee you there's not a lot of people out there that would know that Declan Rice is actually banned from driving. I guarantee you, not a lot of people know that. He's actually banned from driving.
Mad.
I'm telling you, bro. You know, but again, you don't get this posted on the news because it's what they want to show you, innit? You know. So again, with the whole Greenwood one, I don't really need to have any say on it. The fact that the girl's back with him, you know, whatever went on behind closed doors, that's nothing to do with me, man. I'm just purely focused on Mason Greenwood, the footballer, and that guy was an absolute world beater, man. And the fact that he's in Turkey now, it's a shame, innit? Because this guy broke onto the scene at, what was he? Was he 17, 18 or something? Wasn't he?
I think he was about 17.
Bro, it was and he was even good at that age. I remember watching some of the clips of him in the reserves and what he was doing, and I think now he's probably what? I swear he's like 24 now or something like that. Yeah, I think he's like 24 now, which is crazy, man. But just shows you, man, your football career can go just like that. But yeah, listen, man, he gets in there for me, and Ben Arthur for me, again, when I talk about natural talent, yeah, Ben Arthur was an absolute joke, innit? But I think what leans Greenwood ahead of Ben Arthur on this one is because I think Mason Greenwood, you know, when he was at Marseille, we were talking about the best, obviously converting himself to being a right winger. He was up there with the best right wingers in the world at Marseille.
Yeah.
So, you know, the guy was scoring, assisting. He was a difference maker. So yeah, he gets in there, man, no doubt. I just wish, man, that he was still at United, if I'm honest. But yeah, obviously that boat sailed now, innit? Yeah, what a player he was. You know what's mad? Yeah, getting an English player as well. Because if you actually check what we've done, yeah, for the all-time teams, bro, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I could be wrong. Could he be the first English player that we've got in for the all-time teams? Because I don't think Harry Kane got in at Bayern. I think Lewandowski was it Harry Kane?
Yeah.
Bro, he could be the first English player that we've got in.
No, I've got
I'm
a
pretty
feeling
sure.
we put him in. I've got a feeling we got him in. Even if it was at a 10, did we not get him in?
But then we have Muller and someone else.
Yeah, we had Muller. One second, I'm trying to find this fucking.
Because I'm pretty sure it was a toss-up between Kane and Lewandowski.
It might have been, you know. Yeah, he might be from outside the Premier League anyway. Because obviously we have
outside the Premier League, I don't think there's been one English player that has got into a Barca, Madrid, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Inter, AC, all them teams. I can't think of an English player. And then, but again, Greenwood gets in because is it fair to say that this is one of the weaker teams that we've done?
Yeah, but to like I say, we put Ben Arthur in a previous team. You know what I mean? And we were sat here explaining, like, obviously didn't fucking like fully fulfill his potential, but at the same time, like, what a talent he was. And obviously, I think what edged it with that was it was young Ben Arthur. You know what I mean? So it was basically prime Ben Arthur, innit? Fucking like with this, I feel like obviously when Greenwood was doing well in Spain anyway, then went to Marseille, and bro, he was lighting it up whilst he was there. Like,
Getafe, innit?
Yeah, bro. So I think realistically, because Getafe, he did well enough for someone to take a gamble, and then basically he did that well at Marseille. That's why all of us are shocked that he's in Turkey now.
Yeah,
because he shouldn't have been there. Going off what he did at Getafe and then what he did at fucking Marseille, then the trajectory was meant to be bigger than that. You know what I mean? It was meant to be.
Do you know what? When I think about it now, it's like it's frustrating because it's quite clear he's gone Turkey for the money, but he should have been at from Marseille. It should have been a Bayern Munich, a Barca, a Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not coming back to England, you would have presumed it should have been one of them three clubs. But do you think the fact that of what's gone on has worked against him? Because if you look at Bayern Munich, for instance, yeah, Bayern don't really need him because they've got Elise on that right hand side. But the thinking that I would have had is that, let's not forget, Greenwood's a striker, yeah? So he could have been earmarked as the long-term replacement for Harry Kane, but someone that could fill in on the right-hand side if you want to rest Elise. You know, and obviously Barcelona, they've got Yamal, but it could have been the same thing as what I'm saying with Bayern Munich. And then you look at Real Madrid, you know, the right wingers, they've bought Mastantuono, obviously he's on loan. Rodrigo's obviously out injured. He could have been on that right-hand side there. So the fact that those three didn't even look at him, it has to be because of what's gone on previously, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be. Obviously, it's everything attached in it. No one wants the backlash, but that's the thing. I don't remember Marseille getting backlash when they signed him. So
yeah,
but is that because Marseille, look from 2005 to present day, this has been one of the easiest to pick because the slimmest options. You know what I'm saying? So, is it because they couldn't really afford to fucking be selective? And bear in mind, like during that period where they signed Greenwood, they signed Rabiot, they signed a couple of players that all kind of had some kind of stigma attached to them or some kind of controversy around them or some shit. You know what I mean? Because they were even linked with Pogba at first, weren't they? They were linked with fucking a bunch of people that all had, like, whether it was disciplinary issues or issues at the club that they were at currently. Because I think Rabiot fucking fell out with management at Juve, didn't they?
Yeah, he did. I think that was to do with his because his mum was his agent, isn't it? So I think there was something going on with there, like whether she was going back and forth with him or something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, fucking at the time when he left, he was a bit of a like, oh, he's difficult to deal with because he's fucking agent. So it's like, well, they kind of did just say, fuck it, we need the quality on the field. Like, basically, the philosophy I just said then, innit? We need the quality on the field. What they do off the field is none of our concern, innit?
Yeah. It's true.
You know, as long as they'll sign the fucking paper and they'll fucking go out and kick the fucking ball, what else matters?
Yeah. No, it's true, man. It's true. Because as soon as these guys are playing for your team and they're scoring goals, everyone forgets about it. So, you know what I'm trying to say.
But them bigger teams, though, like, they know that they've got the money in the pool to fucking pull in anyone. So it's like, as talented as he is, they're going to see it as we can bring in someone with immense talent that we don't have to run that risk of he has to hit the ground running, otherwise the fans are gonna fucking get on us. They don't need to take that risk, and clubs like Marseille and that kind of do need to take that risk, and it's evident by looking at, like, look, this fucking 2005 to present day, like, it's been slim pickings. You know what I'm saying? So it's it makes sense. And bear in mind, fucking hell, with centre mid, you even threw Rabiot in that. You know what I mean, in the selection, and fucking Greenwood's in the mix. It's like, fucking hell, that's two from what, they've only been there a season or two.
That's what I'm saying, and I think that goes to show you, how weak the team is. A man that's on loan and a guy that was there for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So
it is what it is, isn't it? Like I said, them big clubs, though, they don't need to do that. So it's an unnecessary risk for them, innit? But I just thought the way that he was going on, the way he was performing, I just thought, fucking someone will take the gamble. But they didn't need to, did they? Like I say, none of them big clubs that you mentioned, none of them are really struggling. You know what I mean? They're all competing for their league. They're all fucking, or Bayern's fucking dominating it. Fucking, they're all competing for the Champions League. Like, he could be a final piece or a final addition to get them over that line. But you can say the same about a bunch of players. You know what I mean? Like,
but the thing is, on the other hand, though, do you think if this issue with his that never came up, do you reckon he'd be on the radar of those clubs? But then again, he'd probably still be at Man United, and they will have no interest in selling him, really, innit? So
I think it'd have been a similar fucking situation to fucking like a Cristiano. We'd have had him, we'd have been attracting interest, and
yeah,
it'd be one of them. How long can we hold him here for? Because
yeah,
fucking hell, when them kind of clubs come calling, eventually you go. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
fucking, it'd just be a case
You
of
just got to be
how
the
long
right money
can
for the
we
club,
keep
innit?
him in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But again, he'd have definitely fucking been a main starter for us, a top fucking like name on our team
mm,
sheet fucking every week. And
yeah,
realistically, fucking yeah, he probably his destiny probably would have ended up at Barca or at Real. And
mm,
yeah, man, it's another one of them fucking what could have been,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, listen, top player, man. And do you know what? I hope for his sake as a footballer, yeah, his next move out of Turkey, he is playing for a top team, man. Because as I said, the guy's still only, I believe, 23 or 24, yeah. You know, he could like by the time he's 27, yeah, he could be a Ballon d'Or contender. But that's only going to happen if he moves to a big team within that period. Because his ability is undeniable. You know, his goal scoring is undeniable, isn't it? So I hope for
Yeah,
his sake, from a football playing perspective, yeah, that he is playing for a Barca, Madrid, a Bayern Munich, someone like that. Because if he ends his career in Turkey or going to Saudi, yeah, I mean, what a waste of a talent that would be, man. Waste of a time as well. So
trust me.
yeah, let's see what happens, innit? But listen, let's get on to this last position, yeah. Now, striker, yeah. I've got a feeling I know where you're going, yeah. In natural fact, I know where you're going. I'm just trying to think. I think there's probably one, I want to say one player, maybe two, that can disrupt it, yeah. So we've got between Mamadou Niang. Mamadou Niang, yeah, was a problem, to be fair. He was a problem. Ex-Fulham striker, Steve Marley. Remember him, Steve Marley?
Yeah.
Yeah, ball-ready guy. He was there. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Mario Balotelli, Andre Pierre Gignac, Bafétimbi Gomez, Loic Remy, and Djibril Cissé. And I think I have to say, yeah, in terms of that list of strikers, it's not great, I'll be honest, but I just got a feeling I know where you're going.
Of course you do.
Balotelli, innit?
Yeah. But one name you did miss off the list though was Morientes.
Oh, Fernando. Okay, yeah, cool.
But yeah, it's Balotelli. It's Balotelli.
You going Balotelli, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
You don't think Aubameyang deserves a shout, though?
Nah, not for me.
Bro, I like that. Just straight, nah.
Yeah, like I say, normally I would try and play devil's advocate, but not with that one.
Djibril Cissé? No? Loic Remy?
Nah,
Gomez?
you know what? Yeah, Djibril Cissé. Like I always fucking hated him. You know what I mean? Like I hated him when he was at Liverpool, and he was one of them. He was a shit person on the field. You know what I mean? Spitting at people and like yeah. Nah.
Oh, when did you do that? I never knew that.
Bro, yeah, he got done a couple times once. Let me just fucking.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I remember when he broke. I remember when he broke his leg though. Might have been karma for that then.
Yeah, because he was a fucking evil twat. Like one set.
I didn't even know that.
One set. Yeah.
Loic Remy got goals as well.
Fuck's it. Everything's coming up with the more recent shit of that Papis CC, but Djibril fucking spat at someone back in the day.
What in the Premier League?
Yeah, bro.
Shit, I never even knew that. Yeah, that kind of behavior, man. You get deleted for that. All right, Djibril, you're out of it. You're out of the list. I think Gignac was decent, you know, quite a physical striker, but again, Yeah, he doesn't beat He doesn't beat Aubameyang for me or
An article
Balotelli.
deep in the fucking things just come up about Sunderland fans sues club after being hit by a stray Jibril Cisse shot.
Who was that? Sorry, who was that?
A Sunderland fan sued the club after being hit by a stray Cisse shot.
No way. I never knew that.
Bro, I swear to God. Mad. Yeah, everything's just connected that trying to.
That.
Yeah, bro, Jibril Cisse was he was a dirty bastard. But that's what I'm saying. Fucking everything when you're searching it now just comes up with that Johnny Evans and Papi Cisse shit in it. But Jibril Cisse
What
definitely.
happened between Johnny Evans and Papi Cisse?
Papi Cisse spat at Johnny Evans in it.
He what? Sorry,
I swear he spat at Johnny Evans in it.
did he?
Yeah. Johnny Evans. One sec. Johnny Evans and
Hey,
Papi
these
Cisse involved in
Cisses are nasty,
15
man.
incidents charge. Huh?
These Cisses are nasty. They just keep spitting at people. What's going on?
Yeah, bro. But apart but fucking, but Johnny Evans spat back though. Like he just gave it back. So yeah, man. During the match between Newcastle and fucking United, Papi Cisse spat at Evans and Evans spat back. They both got charged with it, but that's just dominating the fucking search. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jibril Cisse did it. Like, yo, I know Chris will be in here somewhere. Chris, I know you remember Cisse was a dirty bastard.
Boy, that's madness. That is madness.
Yeah, man.
I never even knew that, man. Never knew that.
Like I say, though, that list of strikers for me, it's not great. For me personally, if anyone was gonna take Balotelli out of the squad, it would have been Morientes, isn't it? But again,
Yeah.
I don't. I think as a solo 9 up top, yeah, Balotelli's the guy, man. Balotelli's definitely the guy. But again, with this whole 11 here, with and say we're having the final pieces Balotelli. Like I say, I think when it really comes down to it, there's one. Well, Barthez, let's be real, like he was the fucking keeper back in the day, so he'll probably end up making it into the fucking other one as well. But fucking, there's only really Ribery for me that's probably going to be in with a shout. Maybe Payet or Nasri, but I've got a feeling that I've not even done the list yet, but I've got a feeling that Marseille's gonna have some serious tens from back there.
Yeah. What from 95?
Yeah, 95 to 04.
I need to go through the list, man, because I forgot.
But I'm presuming because Marseille were fucking dominant in the 90s, so I can see them having some fucking real quality. So I don't think there's going to be many players other than Ribery that's really in with a shout of making when we actually do the two teams and try who make an 11 out of them two. I think only Ribery's really in with a shout.
Yeah. Nah, literally, like I think it'd be pointless to try and do a comparison because, I mean, is it fair to do one with Monaco?
Yeah. Because Monaco.
What was Monaco's team again? I forgot. All right, before we go on to that, yeah. So we're both going to agree it's Balotelli, yeah.
Yeah.
So just so people know, yeah, because I think as I said previously, Balotelli's someone that got a bad rep, especially in this country, yeah. But why do you rate Balotelli so highly, and why do you think he deserves to be in this team?
You know what? Yeah, like I've said it about a few players. Like it's more a case of how concerned I was seeing them on the team sheet when we was facing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anytime I seen certain names that you see Drogba, it's a problem. You see Henry, it's a fucking problem. And he was one of them. Balotelli was one of them names that you just did not want to fucking see on the team sheet. Like I say, he popped up at the big moments, big games. He was always there. He was powerful. He was fucking. To be fair, he wasn't the fastest, but he had a bit of pace on him. You know what I mean? He was so
change of
strong
pace.
on the ball. You couldn't fucking take it off him. He's just yeah, he was just fucking a serious problem. I put him in the category with Drogba because they were very similar in that sense of like, bro, once they got the ball, it's hard to get it off them, and if they've got it, you fucking better be on your A game because these men can make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And fucking hell, like Balotelli, uh, fucking always hated the cunt, and it's not because he ever did anything vicious or particularly nasty or anything. Even the why you always me shit kind of made me laugh. Like, but yeah, man, I just hated the cunt because he was just that good. He just because he played for them. I hated it. Obviously, seeing him kind of like fall off, like his time at Liverpool and all that, it didn't look like the same player. But obviously, fucking prime Balotelli, fucking yeah, man, he was fucking ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
I think what I'd say as well, if you look at the teams he played for as well, City, Liverpool, and Inter Milan, yeah, it's like the rep that he gets given in this country, and I think a lot of the criticism with Balotelli has come from this country because when you've got prominent people in the media and they've always got a negative thing to say about Balotelli, what that does now is that because I guarantee you, if you speak to anyone about Balotelli, any normal person that watches football, and you'll say his name, I guarantee you, apart if you're not a Man City fan, you're gonna have something negative to say on Balotelli. You're gonna say that he's shit or whatever, and that's only because the media have painted this picture of him that he's first and foremost, like he's got issues in his character, and then that will just filter down to the actual player as well. You know what I'm trying to say, and that's the problem.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Like for me, like I say, I hated him because of how good he was for City. Yeah, but I remember like little things which opened my eyes and was like, nah, you know what? I'm actually like I'll be vocal on fucking like giving him his flowers in it because when I clocked the media, there was a game I can't remember what game it was, but there was a game where he was struggling to get his bib on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And that's the thing, though, bro. Fucking, the fact that they played that live to show you, like, oh yeah, out one of our cameras a few minutes ago caught
It's to mock him.
Balotelli trying to. It's like, bro, what the fuck is that? How many man would have fucking struggled over the years with getting a vest on or fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's easily done when you're not paying attention to what you're putting on. Like, how many times have you not paid attention and put a shirt on backwards?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or going to put your head in the arm or some shit. Like the shit happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but the fact that they made a point of showing it, and then they made a point of all these little fucking like soccer AMs and all them kind of like type shows. They was all fucking playing the clip and playing dark music to it and making him seem like he's thick. You know what I mean? It's like,
you know what? Yeah, and this is why I love This is why I love having conversations with you on this, because we're from the very same thought, that we see the same problems, because am I right in saying, this is bullying?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Because people will think to themselves, oh, it's minor, but you have to look at the bigger picture. They know exactly what they're doing. They're trying to make it seem as if this guy is dumb, and then what happens? Anything he does, it's just painting that picture of this guy's not a serious guy. Yeah, and then now he's shit. You see what I mean?
This is why he set off fireworks. Like, bro, I know youngsters. Like, bro, I remember being in a youth club and a bunch of the ops fucking rushed in with fireworks and lit us up in studio in the youth club. Mad dangerous. Bare computer equipment around, and they're setting off fucking fireworks at us. The shit happens when you're young and dumb. You know what I mean? You're out there reckless, making mistakes. Now imagine you're a multi-millionaire that has come from his background. Because let's be real, like, what my man fucking he was estranged from his family, like fucking brought up in a racist country as well. All the hardships to go with it, and now you've given him stupid money, put him in a strange fucking city, and said, "There you go, lad." Bro, he's gonna still make silly young mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But like, fuck, you know, that happened at United, Fergie would fucking notoriously go round to people's gaffs as they're getting ready to go out raving and catch them slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to shelter these kind of players. And when fucking Beckham after the World Cup, Ferguson told him, just get back to Old Trafford, get back to Carrington, we'll look after you, we'll protect you. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of protection that's needed for young players to guard them. And then look at the careers these kind of players go on to have after being protected like that. Ryan Giggs was the guy that he fucking notoriously turned up and fucking caught him, and Lee Sharp. Lee Sharp, that was the final straw. You're gone, son. But Ryan, you something there with you. You get me? You need to pull your socks up. Protected him, looked after him. Look at the career he had. Same shit with Beckham after the World Cup. Look at the career he had. You know what I mean? Like, that's what young players need when they're out here making stupid mistakes. How many people was the headline was fucking 12 brave lions, one stupid boy after the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? Beckham come back to a country where people were burning Guy Fawkes effigies with his shirt on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, man needed protecting and got it. And then look at like the mental strength that he had later in his career to fucking continue at such a high level for so long. You can't say that Balotelli had that same kind of protection or that same kind of even support around him. You know what I mean? It was like, you're out here alone, mate. You know what I mean? It's fucking it's fucked up. And then obviously the media just constantly anything that they could find on him, any problem, anything. Like, what does it matter if my man set off fireworks in his mansion?
Bro, it don't really. What's that got to do with him on the pitch?
Exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say? But a lot of these things as well, were driven by I used to see it quite a lot, a lot of it was driven by the likes of Jamie Carragher. If you remember, obviously Balotelli was at Liverpool, and you can kind of tell the players that Carragher gravitates to, innit? And Balotelli is someone that's not his cup of tea, innit? And I remember one time, I can't remember when it was, but he was the one that was talking negative about Balotelli. And now, obviously, his face is all over Sky Sports. Now, if you've got someone like that that's talking negative about someone like a Balotelli, the whole football fans in this country, if you can't read between the lines, they're only gonna think of Balotelli as being shit, and then they'll start bringing up stuff that has nothing to do with him on the pitch. And that's the problem, you know. So the fact that you rate Balotelli, because I rated Balotelli as well when he was at Inter Milan coming through. You know, if you remember, it's coming through with Obafemi Martins and Adriano. You know what I'm trying to say? He was in that company and still getting game time. And you know, even now it's like people mock Balotelli, but it's like you forget this guy was leading Italy's front line, by the way, in a was it a World Cup or a Euros he done? You know, this guy was instrumental. Say again?
Last time Italy made it to a World Cup, Balotelli was their striker.
Was leading the line, and it was instrumental. Not to mention as well, people forget that Man City's first league title. Yes, Aguero gets the credit, but watch the part that Balotelli plays. Because without Balotelli, Aguero doesn't score that goal. By the way, you see what I mean? So people forget about these things. But when you listen to fans tell you about Balotelli, I guarantee you, I can go and find a random person on the street right now that watches football, and I'll say to them, "Do you remember Mario Balotelli? Do you rate him?" They'll say, "Nah, he was shit," or they'll just say something negative. And you have to ask yourself why that is, and that's because he's been painted out as to be, you know, just some shit player, basically. You know what I mean?
Shit
That's
player,
literally what it is.
Overpaid, that fucking did stupid shit with his money. That's the general consensus on it. It's like, well, it's not true. It's not true. You know what I mean? Like, he was, like you say, instrumental in City winning the first ever league title. And then fucking obviously on top of that, look at how like there was a lot of strikers that came and went in Balotelli's time, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is Moneybag City, where they're just pulling out money and buying whoever they think's the best, and Balotelli was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, Balotelli was fucking ridiculous. Like I say, big game player as well. Like not to
Yeah.
the same level of Drogba, but not
Mm,
far off. You know what I'm saying? Like in
yeah.
terms of them big games, big moments, Balotelli was always involved, man.
Yeah.
But
I think people almost forget, how crucial he was for City at times, because I think he's always someone that is just, he's forgotten about. When you talk about Man City's best strikers, they're not gonna put him in there. But
yeah,
again, man, watching Balotelli, he was a problem, but a lot of the negativity is in this country. It is. So
100%.
So yeah, man, that is what it is, isn't it? But no, listen, Balotelli gets in there, man. I think people would have thought Aubameyang because Aubameyang gets numbers, but Balotelli, man, was an all-round very good striker. Really had no weaknesses. But the only thing you would say about Balotelli is someone that had the qualities that he had probably should have scored a few more goals. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
apart from that, man, yeah, he was a very good player. So, but yeah, listen, let's compare this with the Monaco team, because for me it's not going to touch PSG. I think Leon. I tell a lie actually. I don't think I think Leon and Monaco are probably quite similar, isn't it? What would you say?
Let me just have a quick look at the Leon.
Or is he comparable to Leon?
Yeah, I'll probably say Leon more than Monaco.
All right, yeah, because I just thought of Monaco's midfield and front line. It's a problem. So yeah. All right. Well, let's do Leon then. So Barthez or Hugo Lloris? That's an interesting one. Both World Cup winners, both left-footed goalkeepers. One went United, one went Tottenham.
But you know what though? What I will say is I would feel safer with a prime Lloris than a prime Barthez. Because prime Barthez was very eccentric in it. Like he took a few too many risks. Like I say, all I can think back to is that fucking Henry goal. Yeah. I couldn't imagine Lloris having such a howler in such a high stake game. So I've got to go for Lloris there.
Lloris, yeah. Yeah, I was more leaning towards Barthez, but I think there's not really that much difference between both of them, innit? So yeah, I'm happy with Lloris. All right, who was right back? Who did we go right back for?
Raphael.
Oh yeah, Rafael da Silva. Okay, so Rafael or Benjamin Pavard?
Pavard, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I think. Yeah, I would say Pavard as well. Personally, I think Rafael was decent, but yeah, it has to be Pavard. William Saliba or who was the centre back for Leon? We had two, didn't we? We had.
Wasn't that Boateng?
Nah, wasn't it Ricardo Carvalho? No, was it Carvalho?
No, that was for Monaco.
Oh, that's Monaco. That's Monaco. Sorry, yeah.
I swear, was it not Boateng and Umtiti?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. Saliba or Boateng? This is actually a good one.
Probably go with Boateng.
Yeah, same here. Do I believe Saliba could surpass Boateng? Possibly, yeah. I mean, he would have to win Champions League, which ain't gonna happen. So I'm pretty sure Boateng won Champions League when he was at Bayern. Pretty sure he did.
Well, he might end up like I say. How many players end up going to Barcelona from fucking Arsenal? He might end up winning it though.
But I think he signed a new contract recently, though, innit? So, but again, that means nothing. So Saliba will realize. Don't worry, this season, when there's no Champions League again, he'll be itching for a move, man. I'm pretty sure that Arsenal will try and get top money for him, but yeah, listen, borrow time, man, as we know. All right, so Boateng beats Saliba there. Samuel, no, we'll do. because I was gonna do Abidal and no, we're doing Leon, isn't it? Yeah, Abidal and Heinze, but then we got Titi, and who can Titi go up against? Because they're going to free in it.
As defensive, isn't it?
All right, so Titi and Diarra.
I go Diarra.
You know what? I rated Titi. I thought Titi was very good. Him and Varane partnership for France, man, was, I think that's probably been, I would say, modern day best centre back pairing. I mean, you got obviously before that, but in terms of that partnership for the modern day, that's been the best partnership France have had with them two. Both were playing for two of the biggest teams in the world, Barca and Madrid. Both centre backs, one left-footed, one right-footed. You know, and both were starters for clubs and countries. So, yeah. But again, it's difficult because you're comparing a midfielder and a defender, but different formations. So, yeah, I'm happy to go with Diarra, but I did like Titi.
Yeah.
Abidal or Gabriel Heinze?
Abidal, innit?
Yeah. Abidal's underrated, man. Massively underrated. Obviously, Heinze, formerly of Man United, but yeah, listen, Abidal for me. Well, Abidal was one of the best defenders. Well, he was the best left back in the world when he was at Barca at his time. So that's how good he was, you know. But I think he's one that people forget about, I would say. Vitinha or who was the midfield for? Who do we have in midfield?
Matic.
Okay, Vitinha or Matic?
And funnily enough, I swear, is this not what it came down to for the actual Leon team?
Between who?
It was something similar. It was a modern day one or Matic. Who was the modern day player that we put him up against?
I can't actually remember. I got to try and get the list in front of me. Let me 1 minute. Let me just see it quickly. I'll get it now.
I think it was Bruno G.
I don't think we put him in.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think it was because we only played one midfielder, and I think it was either Matic or Bruno G, innit?
Oh, serious?
Yeah. And I think I went with the fact that obviously Matic, obviously his career is done, so he's got a longer span to work with, and obviously fit into that team better because obviously we was going to need the defensive cover.
Let me just try and see if I can get it up now quickly.
The shit on Bruno, though, I'm not gonna lie. So fucking, I feel like that one's a title, one's a call.
All right, yeah, I've got it in front of me. Yeah, it was Matic. Okay, yeah, so Matic or Vitinha. In actual fact, Joe, this front line we can do it like for like with what we've got.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Vitinha. I'm gonna go for Vitinha.
Yeah, I'll go Vitinha.
He's done a lot, and he's still got a lot of time to go.
Yeah. But yeah, Matic. To be fair, I think any team Matic has been to, he's been crucial for them. Chelsea, obviously United when he was there as well. He plays a crucial role in it. But again, Vitinha for me, I just prefer Vitinha as a player in general. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Mason Greenwood or how mad is that? Greenwood or Ben Arthur? Greenwood or Ben Arthur?
He's already beaten once today. Let's just make it Thomas, innit?
Yeah, let's keep it simple, innit? All right, Dimitri Payet or Ryan Cherki? That's a good one. I'm gonna say Dimitri Payet. But Cherki for me, yeah. I think already what he's shown in his first season at Man City, I think if he continues that and then starts adding more goals to his game, you're possibly looking at a Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah.
For me, he's got that ability.
I hear it. I would say couple seasons, even as few as 3 seasons time, it could be a different answer. This, but I feel like right now we've got to go Payet.
Yeah, 100. Samir Nasri or Tanguy Ndombele? Bro, the amount of bad boys France have had in in that midfield area, bro. It don't make sense, you know. It don't make sense. The more I think of it now, yeah, by just doing this, Ben Arthur, Payet, Nasri, Ndombele, Ben Arthur, Ribery. Bro, it don't make no sense. They've got all these top players. Ndombele or Nasri. Again, Ndombele is in the Dimitri Payet in terms of natural ability. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Nasri because Nasri for me had the better career, and I don't think Ndombele. I mean, Ndombele's back at France, but Ndombele, I can't see him getting a big move. And again, Nasri played for Arsenal, City. You know, end up playing for Sevilla, obviously Marseille. But Nasri, man, as I said, was a top player, man. Regular France international as well. And I think Ndombele, if we're just basing it on pure ability, then I think Ndombele goes up against more or less anyone, pure ability. Yeah. But I think career has to be taken into it. So yeah, I'm gonna say Nasri.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say him.
Yeah. And then Ribery or Memphis Depay.
Ribery.
Yeah, simple as Ribery. And then obviously the last one, there's no point in doing it because the only one that betters this guy, in my opinion, is R9. Get him Benzi out of this. Hey, or Sir Andrew Cole, he might have a shout. But when it comes to Benzema, man, yeah, listen, Benzema was ridiculous, and yeah, obviously Balotelli, as good as he was, doesn't get nowhere near Kareem the Dream, man. So,
and the thing is,
so yeah, listen,
how mad's that essentially the two midfielders and the far in front of them all make it from this team.
From Marseille,
yeah. Because we
wait, who did we go? Oh, Greenwood.
We went Diarra over Umtiti. We went Vitinha over Matic. Greenwood over Ben Arthur. We went with Payet. We went with Nasri. We went with Ribery.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually.
So this team technically it's
beats the Lyon team, yeah.
Yeah, it's 6-5, isn't it?
That's crazy. And you know what? Yeah, we was actually laughing, thinking, yeah, this team, I don't know, but as we said, yeah, when it gets to the front line, more or less, that is when it's gonna start taking shape. And again, you look at, I mean, as I say, Balotelli just couldn't get ahead of Benzema because Benzema's Benzema. But that four there is a good four, man. It doesn't get in ahead of PSG's four, you know, because PSG have got some serious players there. But yeah, to beat the Lyon, to beat the Lyon four, you know, it does say a lot, man. But
yeah, because there's a lot of quality there in the fucking Lyon one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't really fucking say it. But like I say, now, bro, the next one, what we did, fucking 95.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this though. I'm gonna enjoy it. So we're gonna do 95. Yeah. So guys, we are gonna go back to the beginning now. Yeah. So again, we've done all the teams in England. We've done all the major teams: England, Spain, Italy, Germany, and France. Yeah. So what we're now gonna do, and again, this will be moving to a Saturday. Yeah. Come the new start of the season, but we are gonna carry on. But we're gonna be moving to 95 to, is it 04 we're doing?
Well, there's a few different dates. So basically the Arsenal one is to 04 because we did the Invincibles first, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then United and City of 95 to 07. Chelsea is 95 to 02. And then all the Spain are 95 to 07. Then all the Italy and France are all 95 to 04.
Okay.
So the Arsenal one, if we're going back round in order, it should be Arsenal, United, City, Chelsea. So it should be 95.
So Arsenal's the next one we're doing, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, 95 to 03 or 04? Like, we started from 04, so if you want to still keep that or you want to have the year before as the cut-off, it's up to you, bro. But yeah,
something's telling me the Arsenal one won't take too long because I can't really see it if they've had too many top players, man. You know, unless you want to go back to the David Rocastle days, you know.
Nah, to be fair, a lot of these like 95 ones, it's only going to be certain positions where it's like, fuck, now we've got to have a conversation. A lot of the
Yeah.
shit should be pretty much self-explanatory because, like, with United from 05 to 2007,
Yeah.
bro, like, there's maybe a conversation to have with 3 positions. Everything else is pretty much a formality in it.
Yeah.
So, like I say, few of them should be fairly quick, but I feel like Arsenal is going to be quick. But can we just give a big shout out to the fact that Tottenham and Liverpool were included in this, but they were so shit we had to go 95 to present day to get a team for them.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Bro, shambles, biggest club in England, my ass. 95 to present day to get an 11. It was fucking horrendous. And even that 11's not fucking great. It's fucking shaky as shit.
Trust me.
I was saying, as soon as we did the Tottenham one, I think Tottenham beats Liverpool, you know.
Hey, listen, they had Johnny Barnes in there, man. So, you know what I'm trying to say.
Bro,
Barnes was still keeping it alive.
We had to dig deep for them. We had to pull out Steve McManaman on the right for him, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like, sad times. I
forgot about that.
Well, yeah, man. Like I say, it was fucking. I think the Arsenal one is off the top of my head. I think there might be a conversation about 2 positions, but I'm not even too sure about that because everything else should pretty much be self-explanatory. In fact, there's another position, but only because this fucking the options are gonna be shit.
Yeah.
So that's where there'll be a discussion because it's like, right, well, fucking hell. What do we want? Do we want to get fucking kicked or slapped? You know what I'm saying? Like that's essentially what we're gonna have to be doing with one position. But yeah, we'll be all right. Like I say, I'm looking forward more to getting out of England. Like obviously, even the City 95 to 07 before the takeover, bro. For names, they've got some fucking ridiculous names, but for that one, we've got to go off names alone and what they were in the prime. Because if we go off what they did for City, none of them did anything. They all got relegated and shit. You know what I mean? So we've got to go off names. But that one there is going to be a monster just because they had ridiculous names, but just right at the very end of the career when they could do nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, man, like Georgie Kincladsey and that.
Bro, fucking, I'm thinking of another George.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
No. It's not what I'm thinking of. Is it what I'm thinking of? Finity George? No?
Nah, bro. Fuck it. One spoiler, George Weah was there.
Oh shit, George Weah. Oh yeah.
And if we're going off primes, we've got conversations because there's a Sir Andrew Cole that ended up there as well. So there's gonna be a combo for at least one position. But
hey, like I'll tell you one guy. I'll tell you one guy for free that's not making it, and that is Paul Dickoff. You know, I ain't entertaining none of these Paul Dickoff. You know, these kind of Ben Thatchers and that. You know what I mean?
Trust me, one chop can get in that list as well.
Paolo One Chop.
Paolo One Chop, Sean Goat, or all them, man. Get them names out the way now because we won't be talking about them on stream.
I might put them in the list for banter, but purely that.
Yeah, I hear it. Just to put them next to the fucking some of the crazy names that are there, it might actually give me a bit of joke. I can't lie.
Yeah, but tell a lie, man. Darren Huckabee might get in there. I can't even lie.
Yeah, Huckabee was a problem still. Yeah, man. Obviously, to be fair though, Huckabee definitely did better at other teams in England, but man, he was one of them guys, and it was a problem.
Yeah. Nah, it'll be good, man. It'll be a good one. So, guys, there you have it, man. We're gonna be hitting that 95 to the different eras, you know, for the next one. So yeah, we're gonna be back in England, and Arsenal will be the first one. So again, if you're an Arsenal fan, yeah, make sure you come on down. Keep an eye on notifications to see when we do that one, and let us know what players you think should get in there. But before we wrap it up, guys, Fitz, did you watch the game yesterday?
I watched a bit of it, but I only caught like the last, say, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Fucking like not really enough to like discuss it too tough. But it's like I did check the highlights to see the fucking Xerxes goal, innit?
Bro, great finish off his weaker foot.
Yeah, fucking the finish was good, and the one thing that I was happy to see as well, like a left footer on the left wing. I know you like the inverted thing, but I told you too many times. I like seeing that shit. I want a left footer on the left, and I want a right footer on the right. Give me that old school whipping crosses, and see that's why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Bumo, if that had come to him on the right, we all know what he's trying to do. Nah, that's not what we need. You know what I mean?
I hear it. But I just prefer the inverted, me personally, but I hear it. I think a lot of people just like to go back to the old school, innit? Just getting around the outside and whipping crosses in. I hear it, but yeah, I've always just been more interested in the inverted because again, when you're playing inverted, you're more tasked with getting numbers, really, or getting goals, you know, or linking up. Whereas if you're just an out and out winger with that foot, like the way the game's played like that, it doesn't really suit me. But I hear people that like it though, to be honest.
But that's the thing though for me. Like the best analogy is for me there's two types of perfect wingers. So you've got the Beckham and you've got the Giggs. You've got the Beckham that's gonna try to get round him and fucking just whip it in. Yeah. Then you've got Giggs that's gonna take his man on. You know what I mean? And he'll take on a couple men if he has to, and he'll wiggle his way through. I don't mind how you want to play, as long, like I say, fucking one of those two you pick. You know what I mean? Beat your man on with the cross, or you take the man on, leave him for dead, and you've got nothing but space now. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, if I'm in Bumo, I'd be looking at it like let me try and do the Giggs method, because he has got fucking proper pace about him. You know what I mean? He should be trying to take man on, but I don't know if he's got the technical ability to take man on like that. Ryan Giggs was very technically gifted, same way.
I think the thing is, Carrick doesn't see Mbeumo as that kind of player in it, and I'm not a massive fan of Mbeumo. I thought yesterday he was decent. Yesterday, to be fair, there were some things he done well, but then he isn't on that wavelength when it comes to real quality and game understanding. Yeah, he ain't on that wavelength for certain players, and you saw that yesterday. But one thing he does give you is that he is liable to get you a goal, and I think Carrick plays him through the middle because of his more or less because of his goal scoring prowess, isn't it? I don't particularly want to see him playing as a striker, but the way United are playing at the moment, I think that's where he's probably going to play. But yeah, as I said, man, I'm not a massive fan of Mbeumo, but he cost 60 million, and Carrick's got to figure out how to get this all together, innit? You know. But just going back onto Joshua Xerxes, yeah. Now this is why for me, he cannot be allowed to leave, because you see the goal that he scored there off his weaker foot. There was another chance he had, that Dalot played it in, and he made it on the half volley on his weaker foot as well, and he got saved. You see what it is with things like that, yeah? I don't think people deep how hard, forget the goal, because the goal was a great finish and he's capable of that, yeah? But if you check the first chance that he had where the keeper saved it, I don't think people deep how hard skill-wise that is, because the ball that Dalot fired into him, it got fired into him. He made it on the half volley on his weaker foot, but he's managed to keep it on target. Yeah, to do that, keeping it on target with the pace of the ball that came at him and your weaker foot. You know, people that really love the game and watch certain things like that, they will understand how difficult it is to do that. Because 9 times out of 10, normal players will put that over the bar, or they won't even make a connection. And that's what stood out for me, regardless from his goal. Yeah, is this guy is so technically skilled. for me, Man United cannot be letting a player like that leave. They cannot, because he's got something in his game that no one in that squad has. You know, he plays the game at his own pace, and the only problem is that because he's playing in England and England is very much high intensity, it's easy to hate on someone like him because he doesn't fit the narrative of what the kind of football this country is, isn't it? But someone like him, there's no way that he can be moved on. He can only be moved on if he feels like his time is up and he wants to go. You know, if he wants to go, then cool. But Man United shouldn't be selling a player like that, because he can play the 9 and he can play the 10, and the guy's just got mad quality. And we need more quality players at this team rather than let them go in it. So yeah, man, great finish from Xerxes. But there was little bits, man, that I see from United, man, and they are playing some good football. Has to be said, innit? But obviously, as we know, man, we just hope that we get some of these some more signings through the door, which I believe we will. But the thing is, as well, as I mentioned, innit, it's annoying waiting, but waiting is not always a bad thing, because it's telling me that they're working behind closed doors to get things done, innit? And I think when it comes to, I think next week, I can see United, you know, putting in some bids or doing something. So that's what I'm hoping for, innit? You know?
I hear it. But when I was trying to be hopeful, like thinking, okay, they're waiting for the World Cup to be done, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's been done for a minute now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I hear it, bro. I hear it.
Okay, now I'm starting to get a bit more agitated. Like, but I do see what you're saying, because, like you say, we thought that we're just waiting on a medical for Edison. Next thing that gets dropped, and we've signed fucking San Tielemans, and it's wrapped up immediately. You know what I mean? None of this long dragged out bullshit. We're linked with him. Like, it's just been done quick out of the blue. So with that already happening, I understand this shit could happen again a couple of times, and that might be the method that they're using now. You know what I mean? But at the same time, fucking hell, it doesn't make me comfortable. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, bro, I hear the frustration, man, because believe me, man, I'm frustrated, but I can only just stick with what I've been saying, man, from the get-go. I think they've got signings in their mind what they want to make, but they're just waiting. They're waiting on something, you know what I'm trying to say? And as I said, if they come out of this window, which ain't gonna happen, and we don't sign no further players, best believe me, bro, I'll be coming on there ranting saying this club's a fucking joke. But I'm of the opinion, bro, that they're gonna make signings, man. They have to, because they know what's at stake in it, and there's no part of me that ever thought Man United are going to come in this window signing two players, even though they have been very good signings, but there were two players that we weren't even linked with. So again, they're gonna do the job, man. I believe anyway. But yeah, it is frustrating, man. But just have to remain positive, innit? You know. So is what it is, innit? But people, listen, I'm gonna have to wrap it up anyway. Guys, I am going to be back live tonight at 6:30. So, make sure you're there, because this one should be a good one. So, I've got someone coming on who's a fellow Man United fan. You know, again, we don't really see eye to eye when it comes to certain players. And when it comes to, you know, just, transfers, etc. You know what I'm trying to say? So, he's going to be on tonight at 6:30. So, make sure you guys are there. It's going to be a good one, guys, because, as I said, we don't really see eye to eye, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a heated one. So, make sure you're there, man, because I tell you now, he's been trying to swerve certain questions, but he's not going to swerve tonight, I promise you, because I'm going to apply pressure to him. So, and he's going to have to answer, you know, no sound bites. Last time I chatted to him, there was pure sound bites. Not today, man, because the mute button will be on the post, man. Don't worry about that. So but listen, it's gonna be a good one. So make sure you guys are there at 6:30 tonight. And as I said, if anything does break, any transfer news about Manchester United, then listen, I'll go live with that, man. But I think I've been saying that for so long, man. So I'm getting bored of my own voice now. Has to be said, innit? But let's see what happens. But listen, me and Fitz will be back next week, Thursday. we'll be doing the Arsenal one. And as I said, start of the season, guys, there's gonna be more structure to the channel. So there'll be certain things on certain days. So this all-time 11 will be moved to a Saturday, but till the season starts, we'll continue doing it on the Thursday. So yeah, it's gonna be Arsenal 95 to, is it 04? We said 07.
04 for the Arsenal.
04. Yeah, 95 to 04. So yeah, that'll be good. And as I said, man, yeah, flipping, it's gonna get interesting over the next couple of weeks, man, for signings for sure. But yeah, no, big up to everyone coming through. Big up to all the mods. Fitz, you got anything you want to plug, bro?
No, just go back and check out some of the other all-time 11s if you've seen them.
Yeah. Nah, big up, man. But guys, yeah, listen, make sure as well you go and follow Fitz on his socials, which is in the description. So he's mainly on Instagram. So yeah, just go and have a follow of him, which is down obviously in the description of today's show. And as I said, yeah, make sure if you're new in here, you sub to the channel, and make sure, guys, you smash that like button. Obviously, hitting that like button just helps the channel to be seen by more people. So yeah, if you don't mind just hitting that like button, and yeah, check out the playlist as well for all the other content on there. And yeah, guys, as I said, big up to yourselves, and yeah, I'll catch you back tonight at 6:30. Make sure you're there. Fitz, big up, my guy. Big up, my guy. Guys, 6:30 tonight. Big up.